Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of NCW. That's right. I didn't say also known as New Comic Wednesday. This is the last time I'm going to say it. I'm just going to try to keep saying NCW. I'm taking Casey's advice where she was like, I'm going to call Top Loaders Hot Flips from here on out so it catches on. So for a whole year, I've said, welcome to another edition of NCW, also known as New Comic Wednesday. But you guys know it's New Comic Wednesday. So from here on out, it's just going to be welcome to another edition of NCW. If you haven't been with us before, we chat for a few minutes every Wednesday about Cinescope's newest releases. If you don't know who I am your NCW host, Amber, and my voice sounds a little rough today because I literally have been talking for a week straight in San Diego. And it was a crazy show, guys. We had a great time with the team. I'm sure you'll hear more about it on tonight's stream, but we got to see some of our awesome VIPs, including Kang, Neil, a bunch of others. So I was really excited to get to meet some of you guys in person. And all in all, it was like an awesome trip. Really glad we got to go. There's Kang. You know, I would just like to quick shout out Kang. Like, it was awesome to hang out with him. He's always so much fun. He surprised me and had bought 2 of the books that I was publishing in, and he had me like sign them. And it was just like the sweetest thing ever. I think I have a picture of us. Hold, please, while I try to find it. But San Diego was a really good time and was awesome. So, oh, here we are. Here we are right at the booth. Me and Kang. So, great time. Anyway, so today's NCW is going to be very, very fast, but it is sponsored by who I just mentioned before, our lovely folks at Hot Flips, aka Charles and Jeff. Quick shout out to you guys. I love you both. Also shout out to Jeff because where did he go? Oh, he's right here. So I had to go and hang out at Jeff's booth for something and I brought no cash on me. And so I was like, I passed by something that was next to Jeff's booth and I really wanted it. So I went back to him and I was like, can I borrow money and I will give you the money back when I come for your booth? And then he refused to take it back. So Jeff got me Punky, also known as Mystery Yum Yum. It's a purse, but also a pumpkin, and it's a stuffy. So this is Punky, everybody. I'm really excited that I got Punky from San Diego, but yeah. So back on track. This is going to be a very quick NCW because, as we say, it is quad. It is quad Zenescope Stream Wednesday. If you guys weren't with us just a few hours ago, we had coffee with Casey and Noah. We have this today. Next, we'll have aliens, which is why we had the alien emojis. And then we have our VCon kicking off tonight. And so if you guys tuned in with us at San Diego, you got some awesome exclusives there and previews to the exclusives that we'll be selling tonight. Make sure you're on the stream because we saved some for our favorite fans in the world that can only meet us, you know, via VCons because it's hard to travel. But oh, I forgot. We also met Carol there, Carol Nadeo, who was a total sweetheart. We met so many VIPs. It was awesome. And that's the greatest thing about doing big shows. So without further ado, we will go right to our story. So today's first release is another Belle, and I'm not going to lie, I'm very scared to say this title because I'm worried I'm going to say it wrong. So it is Belle Return of Scylla. Could be saying that wrong. I don't really know, but it's $5.99 in our web store. It was written by our own Dave. I don't have any guests on today because today's writers were both Dave and Joe, and they were at San Diego, and I know that was a crazy week for everybody, so wanted to do it as easy as possible. But as always, here are our 3 covers. So Casey, please pop them up.
Hold on, I suck. Give me 1 second.
Oh, did you? Maybe she didn't upload the covers. That's okay if that didn't happen. In the meantime, I will talk. There were 3 beautiful covers. I'll read the synopsis. Now the key to the gates, Tartarus, in her hands, Belle searches for the entrance to the underworld prison that holds her mother. So if you guys didn't know, back in Belle Annual 25, there was an incident where maybe she had to pick between helping her mother, who she didn't know was still around, and she found out in the annual issue, or assisting the fact that her best friend had just been killed, Mel. And so she ultimately chose to save Mel, but she's on the lookout for her mother, who is in this underworld prison. But she has gotten to the attention of a very powerful enemy from her past who wants nothing more than to stop her. So today's issues, both of them, have to do with underwater. So we have this where we have, you know, there's maybe they're going to this underworld prison. Thank you. So here are your 3 covers right there. 3 very strong covers. I love the cover B where you get to see like truly what she looks like. I love a good villain that looks more like Medusa. I'm a good sucker for a Medusa story. So also I appreciate Michael saying it's pronounced Scylla. And I appreciate that. So again, here are your 3 covers, but basically we are in the storyline is that Belle she was in her annual and now she has to journey down, and she journeys down, and then she gets taken into this underwater world. And basically, I don't want to spoil what happens from there, but know that Hershey has like, I feel like a bigger role than usual. Like he always has a role, but he was on a lot of pages, and I was like, wow, Hershey was in this a lot. So again, today's release, our first release is our latest Belle issue. The most interesting thing about our issues, if you guys don't know, so if you look at the back of the issue, if you read through the entire back of the issue, you'll see that it actually shows you everything that's led up to this point. So you know what issues you should have already read and then what's to come. So this can be really confusing, especially when characters such as Belle, Van Helsing, Robyn Hood, Grimm Fairy Tales have so many ongoing stories and basically have issues coming out bi-monthly or are making other appearances in other character storylines. It gives you a sense of here's where I should be, here's what's to come, and here's where I'm at. So that was today's release. Again, Belle. I would say that Belle is one of the most popular characters amongst our female readers too. I have a lot of female readers that come up to us, and you know, her graphic novel, her origin story, sold out at San Diego. So it always does really well. We had Dave there obviously too, and he writes for Belle, and that gets the hype going. But there was one fan in particular who came up to the booth. It was like the end of the day on Saturday. And yes, it has sold out at every show this year. She came to the booth and she's like, I'm a huge Belle fan. I'm looking for anything Belle. And Dave was having a separate conversation with another artist. And I was like, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but this girl's a really big Belle fan. And I just thought it would really excite you guys to talk for a few minutes. And they did. And I think that's like the best thing about going to shows is, you know, we get to interact with our VIPs all the time on the VCons, NCW, Coffee with Casey and Noah, Movie Club, but we don't get to do it as often, like just, you know, casual fans or fans who are only reading one character who don't tune into the live streams, like them coming out and saying like, oh, somebody sold me on a story a couple years ago and I've been reading it ever since and I really love it. So it was just awesome to see that. So again, Belle sold out at every show this year. If you need a good character starting on point, she's only had about 30 some issues come out. So you're not super far behind, but hopefully we have another graphic novel of hers coming out very, very soon. So today's first release, Belle. Our second release, as everybody knows, is biasly my favorite character currently, which is Robyn Hood. Robyn Hood, The Children of Dr. Moreau, is $5.99 in our web store. It comes with 4 covers, and that's because we get a guest appearance from Red Agent. So whenever Casey gets a chance, let's pop up those 4 beautiful covers. And I would quickly like to also shout out Ivan Teo, who is also at San Diego and who we're planning on having at New York. Sick cover D, but again, you can see all the covers so beautifully prompted out right there. And you get a sense, obviously, you see Red Agent in cover C and in cover D. So the synopsis of this storyline is unexplained disappearances lead Robyn deep beneath the New York City streets where something evil lurks. Robyn has faced these reptilian monsters before, but their mysterious new leader has made them deadlier than ever. Guest starring Brittany Waters, aka Red Agent, 30 stories of pages, 30 pages of stories. Wow, I can't talk today. So again, here are your 4 beautiful covers. If you guys haven't been following Robyn Hood, she's had quite the emotional story arc written by our own Joe Brusha. She has started out, we've had the Hearts of Darkness, Children of Darkness. She's had a lot of guest appearances. Mystere already made an appearance this year. Her annual came out. And the reason I love Robyn Hood's storyline so much and it feels so personal to me is I've mentioned this before, but she is a very independent character, and I often think of myself that in a storyline, like she feels that she has to make these sacrifices or that she's almost like a loner, and she always has like very emotional story arc because as a teenager and starting her origin story, if you guys have never read her origin story, you can actually go to the web store right now and get it. It's called Robyn Hood Origins. You can tell in her origin story that, you know, she was really wronged and she feels like not that she has the weight of the world, but she wants this like redemption all the time. And it's something I just really like empathize with her character, really relate to and love about her character. So again, our second release today is Robyn Hood. And that's kind of the gist. This is a guy, I told you, very fast NCW because there's so many streams. I know you guys are super, super busy. I appreciate you always tuning in every Wednesday, but tell me what your favorite covers are. If you're at San Diego, tell me a cool story. Tell me anything fun that happened. Hi guys. And I love when you always say hi. Hi, good afternoon. And then make sure that you go tune in for Alien. Is it Alien or is it Aliens? It's number 2. It's Aliens. Okay, I double check that. Actually, there was a guy that Noah and I met, and maybe Casey, you want to ask him about it, but we met one of the creators of the Aliens board game, and it's sold at Target, and he was telling us how like the game is played, and then I asked him this long question. I'm like, did you like Prometheus? And he's like, I did not like Prometheus. And I like Prometheus a lot. Prometheus is like a movie that's really grown on me, but I will also tell you that like the trailer always cracks me up. They're like, all of your questions will be answered. And I walked away from that movie and I'm like, I have like 50 more questions. And the other best part of the movie is like Ridley Scott was so hardcore about being like, this is not an alien movie. And then all of a sudden Alien shows up in it. And you're like, okay, so this, and then the sequel to it was Alien Covenant. So it was clearly an alien movie, but like nice chance. Anyway, so make sure that you tune in with them on Coffee with Casey and Noah. So also there's just like a lot I want to recap, but this is your last chance to get our NCW collectible cover. Last chance. It's such a hot Paul Green cover. A lot of new fans, especially that come to our booth that are collectors, are like, I'm specifically here to collect Paul Green. So they know that we do ongoings with Paul Green, but this is the NCW collectible cover. And so make sure that you go check it out. And we'll be giving away, another one of these. Our winner at San Diego was Neil, who came to the booth. He came on the very first day and was like, can I have this cover? Which was awesome. And he's like, hi, Amber at NCW. And I was like, hello, Neil. Wonderful to meet you. So yes, confetti. So the stipulations for the next NCW are tonight is the start of the VCon. So make sure that you purchase a pack or a Zen box and you'll be entered to win. So anybody who buys a pack, whether it's a pack 1 or a pack 2, you're going to want to get pack 2. The pack 2, pack 3. There's a pack 3. What's this pack 3? I don't know. I know what pack 1 and pack 2 are, and I'm like, get pack 2, but maybe I don't know what pack 3 is. So make sure that you buy one of those or the Zen boxes. They sold pretty well at San Diego, but so Christmas in July that we're doing right now. If you guys can see pictures, I hope they share them, but we had a Christmas in July theme game where we gave out some prizes based on the 3 exclusive covers that Keith Garvey did. There it is. There's your crew right there. There's Noah, Casey, David Wall, our editor-in-chief, myself, Rebecca, our cosplayer, and Jason. And Jason and I, as joked, got divorced multiple times because he was Santa and I was Mrs. Claus, and we fought a lot because Jason and I fight a lot. Yeah, we got divorced, and that's what it is. Maybe next show we'll get back together if we do Santa, Mr. and Mrs. Claus again. But we're giving away a trip right now in our Christmas in July promo that's happening on the web store, and it's a trip to San Diego Comic-Con, which is the grand prize. So different products every week will come with collectible trading cards, and make sure that you grab something from the web store. More information on the web store. Yes, it was a Christmas miracle that no one killed themselves and killed each other. And not pictured in the booth was Dave Franchini and our own Ralph Tedesco, who also came. Although Ralph didn't wear a Santa hat, but I don't think I ever gave him one, and kind of bummed that didn't happen. Also happening at the VCon tonight. Sorry, I'm reading my notes off the computer so I don't forget any of them. If any order that hits or exceeds $200 will also come with a limited edition LE 100 eBass art print. So you'll get that print. And then if you've never purchased from us at a VCon before and you want to, and this is your first time, you'll automatically get a free gift as well. So you'll get a free graphic novel and a magnet. So make sure that you tune in the VCon. It's a lot of fun. Hanging out with the team is awesome. Hanging out with the staff is awesome. Also, so our VIP event, the itinerary has been finalized. I'm going to be sharing a couple of notes on it. Yes, the VCon Virgin. Casey would say something like that. Side note. Okay, moving forward. So Friday, the first night of the VCon, not the first night of the VCon, the first night of the VIP event in September, Friday is going to be bowling. And there's also going to be pool tables, and that's going to be at Lucky Strike. So time is TBD. Saturday is the main event. It's going to be from 11 to 5. And I don't know. I guess I can unveil all the guests because I think we've already talked about it. But Pat, Ralph, Joe, and Dave Rancini will be signing. And then our artist guests will be Elias, Keith Garvey, and Ali Garza. So make sure that you're there. They're going to give, you also get priority access to the Philly VIP covers and the Z-rated covers from Sun and Ebas. And then Saturday evening, there's going to be a Hard Rock after party starting at 8 p.m. So you are going to have, you're going to have Casey there. You're going to have Noah there. You're going to have Jason there. Dave will be there. Ralph and Joe will be there. I am a hard TBD. I do not know. It is highly unlikely that I will not be there because I will be coming back from London. And I don't know if I'll be able to get a good flight back from London to be there in time. But I'm trying my best because I really love to hang out with you guys because there's so many VIPs that I haven't met and so many VIPs that I have met that I had an awesome time with. So that is pretty much your entire NCW recap. Oh, also, we will be at C2E2. We will be there in a week and a half. Come by our booth. I want to say we're 814. I really should know this off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure we are. Come by the booth. Say hi to us. We'll be selling C2E2 exclusives at the show. And your very own Ralph Tedesco will be there, and he will be signing. Plus, there's an awesome artist lineup at the show. So come by. Say hi to the team. I'm sure we'll do another NCW showcase where we'll give away that if you come up to the booth and say, hey, I'm here for the NCW collectible, and we'll give out the first one again. So this was a shorter than normal NCW, but it was awesome to hang out with everybody. Tune in just like an hour and a half for Movie Club. And I won't see you tonight, but you'll see the rest of the team member. I'll see you guys next Wednesday on NCW at 3 p.m. where you come for the covers, but you stay for the stories. Goodbye, everybody. See you soon.